Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for NX Edgestyle. We have Banshee Destroy Mode. Something tells me they'll make the Nor in the future. Got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below if you're looking for one. So here we go, we got the box art here. It's kind of hard to see the Banshee inside since of that color scheme. But here we go, on the back here. So it seems like we're getting the claw and the railgun. They call it the Armed Armor PS and Armor VN. I'm actually not too familiar with the Banshee. I always find it's the same as a unicorn, just a different color scheme, kind of like the Mark II. You have the AUG and Titans. But nonetheless, a really cool design, and it has an orange psycho frame, which is a plus for me. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Right, so we have the Banshee here. It comes with the NX Edge base. It's your typical one. It does not come with the pillars because you're getting the effect parts, and that seems to be the trend. So if you see effect parts, no pillars, and vice versa. And along with that, you're gonna get also this connectors. They're dual, but you can combine them to make them longer. And other than that, you have your weapons here, which are really cool. And you actually can interchange them at either hand. It's the same connection point right there on the forearm. So grabbing this, you can mount this on the underside right there, or on the back here. Those are different connection points. So, they could put the armored, I forgot what they call it, the shield. Yeah, so I think they are gonna make that. I'm still waiting for a full armor unicorn. It's a possibility. I wonder if they're gonna have like a special add-on, which they've done in the past. But anyways, let me get resituated here. Right, looking at the details, you got that nice red. I really like that red for some odd reasons. A bright red, really cool. Although the back camera there is not painted. Actually, the back side is not painted at all. Just the front, which is fine. And I've got to accept that this is kind of like they're a bit more budget figures in a way. They're meant to be displayed with. I mean, it's fun actually playing with them as well as a super deformed figure, but they're not like your highly detailed, kind of like your robot Banshee or your metal build. Obviously not that case, but definitely it's a nice balance in terms of price and what am I saying? Too many things. Alright, so we get the Banshee here. It's your typical NX Edge base right there. Otherwise, there's no pillars on this one since we're getting an effect part. And that seems to be the trend. If you're getting an effect part, no pillars, and vice versa. You also get the effect connector parts, which you can combine to make it longer. As well as the weapons. We've already seen the claw, and you have this. They're actually interchangeable. You can put this in either hand. You get the same peg, and it's pretty much the same forearm connector there. Otherwise, let's take a look at Banshee here. So you can mount this underneath or on the back skirt right there, which is great. But it seems like there's a lot more connection. Well, I think for the unicorn, you can mount the rifle, I think. But definitely it would be cool if they made the unicorn versions of this. Again, I would like to see the bazooka. That would be great. Or even a full armor unicorn. I wonder if that's going to be an add-on set. Actually, never seen a full armor version of the Banshee. But yeah, moving on, let's go over the details. The first thing we see is the red, the bright red on the eyes. Really nice. I like that a lot. Really cool. And on the VN, you got that crazy Yeah, and it's a nice gold paint. And looking at the inner frame, you got that orange. It's not the bright orange, but good nonetheless. It's a good contrast. Unfortunately, on the backside, there's no painted up at all. And I guess they kind of figured that these are meant to be displayed looking forward, and for the most part you don't really care about the backside, which I'm totally fine with. These are somewhat of a budget toy. We're looking at around $25 to $30 for the NX Edge, and I mean, they're not robot Banshee, and based on the material they've used, yeah, it works for what it is, and I'm happy with it. So looking also, we have the gold on top there, some of the details. Yeah, really nice. Articulation wise, you get the neck here. You can look down. I think this is like similar thing for unicorn. It looks side to side. You got your shoulder armor here. You can rotate and move out, and you can pop that also. Actually, all NX Edge has that same joint system. There we go. So you have that bicep swivel there. You got your elbow bend. It's not too bad. And actually, I think they always paint one side like this way. The inside part joint, not really. You got that gunmetal on the hands. And I think that's what they paint on the joint also, as well as the mid torso there. Interesting. Otherwise, you get the waist. You got that flexible front skirt, as well as the side and the back. Has a hinge there. You can move that flap. You got your legs. You got your knees. And you get your ankles. So typical articulation, which for an SD is really good. This is a fairly good SD or super deform. Other than that, let's put on the weapons. So you have this claw here. We're just gonna mount it here. There we go. And articulation on this one is this. That's it. You can move this around. I kind of wish there is another on top here. That way it'll become an actual claw thing. But it's not given to us. Nonetheless, it's not too bad. I mean, with that gap right there, you can probably grab something with that. Yeah. Otherwise, you get the rail gun here, and it mounts on the back here of the forearm. There we go. Quite nice. Right, so let's put this back here. Now for the effect parts, we're just gonna pop out one side here. Sometimes they're stuck, like this one. Maybe I'll try this side here. Okay, let's wiggle it out. Then you gotta take out the bottom part here to connect. There we go. So it's a bit longer. And now we're gonna attach this. I think, there we go. And it's just an effect that you can attach. Now, it's always a bit of a struggle where to put the base. Maybe put the edge there. And it's always going to be shooting downward. And this has such a weird angle. Okay, something like that to affect. It's probably not a good effect part for this. But they've also included that if you have the Omegamon, this effect part, you can use it alongside with that, which is great. So I'm just gonna take this out, put this on here. It fits quite well, and I believe this one has a peg connection there, which gives you a little bit more space for what's given, and I think that'll be perfect. There we go. So if you use the Omegamons, it worked quite well. You got that extra space, and that's really nice right there. Alright, then that's pretty much it for this review. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the crew, and yeah, just gonna keep adding this on, and we'll see how that goes. Here's an update to the wall of NX Edge. It looks amazing. Yep. I moved Gurren over there. He used to be where the unicorn is now, and it just makes sense to have the unicorn next to the Banshee. Yep. I'm just gonna leave the effect part with Omegamon. It doesn't work quite well with the Banshee, but it's nice that they added that. It works well with other rifle or any beam blast, and that could work for the unicorn as well. Even for, let's see what else. Yeah, even for the Wing Zero, that will work too. Yeah, and it will continue to grow. I think the next up, I believe the Hainu and the Nightingale, and they also just announced the Ava. So definitely gonna continue collecting this. They're really great figures. I really like them. Anyways, that's about it for this. Hope you guys like it. If you got questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.